I built this voice dictation tool that works in every app on Windows or Mac. Just hold a key, speak, release. I'm here in my Gmail, and if I press the shortcut keys Ctrl plus Alt, you will see this animated waveform at the bottom, which is listening to me right now. And as soon as I release the hotkeys, it will process my audio, it will fetch the transcription and put it over here. And as you can see, this is a perfectly formatted text, free of any grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes, with proper punctuations and no filler words. And is even better than what I just spoke. It works in any app, Gmail, Slack, Visual Studio Code, anywhere. There are paid tools like Wisprflow and Superwhisper that provides these dictation features. Wisprflow charges $15 per month, and Superwhisper charges around $8 per month. And look at this. Wisprflow's valuation is currently standing at 700 million. In this video, I'm going to show you how I built this exact tool, local, private, and works on Windows and Mac, in about 20 minutes using nothing but the cheapest plan from Claude. Stick till the end and I'll tell you how you can get this tool and start using it right away. Before you think this requires coding experience, I'm a developer, but I deliberately built this the naive way. No planning, no architecture docs, no Claude MD file, just plain English. I used Claude Code extension in Visual Studio to build this. I'm going to show you 5 specific moments from the build, the prompts that mattered, the errors that taught me something, and how Claude handled them. This is the single chat that was required to build this tool, and if I scroll down, it contains all the conversations. So this was my first message. I wanted to create a local voice-to-text tool similar to Wisprflow that works across all applications. So in the first implementation, it simply gave me a batch script that would run in terminal, and it used faster Whisper for local transcription. So after the first iteration, when I tried to run it, I got a few errors. One was for missing dependencies, another one was for symlink warning, and then there was a permission error on some temp file. I fed all of those errors back to Claude and it fixed them all. And then I requested a couple of more features. So GUI instead of terminal. So it built a GUI like this that contained the hotkey. I asked for configurable key combination, then history of 100 transcriptions, and text processing. So backtrack, remove fillers, numbered lists, auto punctuation. And then I wanted the cross-platform support for Mac. And then this is what it built. And then I asked it to add AI rewriting and package it differently and make it a standalone executable. So it added all of these features, and then there were some errors from Gemini API key. So I simply searched for Gemini API key curl, and in the search results, I scrolled down and I got this block. I simply copy pasted this one back to Claude Code. I basically asked it to use Gemini 2 Flash for Gemini, GPT-5 Nano for OpenAI, and Claude Haiku 4.5 for Claude. If you look at the pricing, GPT-5 Nano, it will cost you $0.4 for 1 million tokens. And you will not even hit that 1 million token limit in the entire month. And then I asked it to improve the loading spinner animation. And then while testing it out, I found a minor issue where if enable AI rewriting is enabled, and if I switch from one provider to another, the tool was not picking up that change. So that's what I asked it to fix. And in just a few seconds, it fixed it. And that's the end of this conversation. And this is how the tool looks like. This is where you can change your hotkeys. Then there are multiple features that you can enable or disable, like removing filler words or smart corrections or format numbered lists and smart punctuations. And this is the best feature, AI rewriting. You can enable or disable it. If you disable it, then your voice will be transcribed locally without making any external request. Your voice never leaves your computer and it gets transcribed perfectly. However, you can enable this setting, choose your desired provider, give your API key, and give some instructions on how do you want AI to rewrite your text. This is like the system prompt. For example, you can explain what kind of work you're doing, any specific terminology in your work. At the bottom, you can see an entire list of your transcriptions. So I have pushed the project on GitHub. You can find the link in the description. If you just want to use the tool, you can scroll down to this download section and simply click on this link. Once you download, you just need to double click on it. And here, if you click on AI rewriting, select any model, you will see that a config file is created over here. And all the API keys that you provide here will be saved in this config file. So you should make sure that you save this tool at a safe place in your C drive where it is not readily visible. And if you want to play around and extend the functionalities, you can clone the repo or download the zip and open it locally in Visual Studio Code and start using it with Claude Code. Now let's look at a full end-to-end demo with all of these features. Selected provider as Claude and pasted the API key over here. Now let's go back to Slack and I'll start dictating. I need to follow up with Nexus team about Q4 rollout. Actually Q3. Can you schedule that for Thursday? First item, confirm the timeline. Second item, review the staging environment. And third item, get sign off from Mike. And if I release it, it will be transcribed with proper formatting and punctuation marks. In fact, let's try disabling this AI rewriting and see how it goes. So I want to put down 3 points. The first one is we should take the requirements. Second one is that we should go through all the problems. And third one, we should list down all the solutions. And if I release it, it is locally transcribed and perfectly formatted in a list. So this is great. And now let's talk about the most important thing, which is the accuracy. Now this tool was built using the Wisprflow, which is a smaller model. And I have used it a lot and I think it is perfectly transcribing everything. However, if you think you need to increase the accuracy, you can actually use Wispr Large v3 model. Ask Claude Code to switch from faster Wispr to Wispr Large v3 and it will do it for you. It's just that it is much heavier than faster Wispr. And another really important hack is that you can utilize this AI rewriting. You can enable it and in the style and tone, you can describe what kind of work you are doing, what kind of technical terms you will be speaking, and you can get all of those using a single prompt from Claude. So just copy paste all of that stuff over here and I think you will achieve a really good accuracy. Now the next video on this channel is going to be Claude Code from scratch. I think Claude Code is not just a coding tool. It's a way to build things, automate tasks, and get things done without writing a single line of code yourself. If you found the video useful, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.